take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 33, Dalvin. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one,
26,
advantage defense.
The ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Michelle. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first and 10, McDonald got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Complete.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
20.
To throw again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20. Woo! And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means...
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Patriot first down.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New
If you
England.
didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Carr now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
On the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Gun. Don't be scared of it.
On 4th down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He cannot wriggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw on second down, McDonald. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jake Bailey.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Jets 7.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
20. Get wide. He's coming. Double up. 20. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Newton looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Tucker McKinnon.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Recovered by New England.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 4 yards to go.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. McDonald sets to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Number 33.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 34 is the mic. 34. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Newton. open man is Denzel Mims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They go play action with McDonald. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
and all the way in, touchdown, New England.
Complete to number 13.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Carr. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Bird to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over.
1-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Michelle, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Shy of midfield. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you the coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's second down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's McDonald to throw to Michel on the screen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
New England.
On first down, McDonald. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5 now. Carr able to connect with Mims. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken.
The tackle made.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
McDonald. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. Third down here. Looking to throw. McDonald. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Patriots.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
The extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
Complete.
And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Defense, let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Play action, now it's Carr. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete to number
A
39.
big play there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
He is good.
Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curls. Watch the curls.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete to
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
To throw again. Carr. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Newton throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Carr's pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get into them.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now here on EA Sports, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, McDonald, he'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
To throw on third down. McDonald, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a 46-yard line.
Now Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check, check. Lucky. He's checking. Crash. 618.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now an option play on second down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete to number
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On second down, it's Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Watch the screen. 694.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kyle Duggar in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now it's Bird on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Michelle. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
At the 21-yard line.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Patriot first down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm going to come back to you.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.